नमस्कार, सत श्री अकाल, वड़कम, खब्बा गणी, राम राम साहब सभी को ऑलरेडी मीडिया में फिर से स्वागत है। आप लोगों को मैं बहुत खुश नजर आ रही होंगी क्योंकि दो रीजंस है। आई हैव अगेन एस श्रीराम सर विद अस एंड द सेकंड रीजन इज अमित शाह जब वेल्लोर एयरपोर्ट पर उतरे थे तो डीएमके स्टालिन ने लाइट उड़ा दी थी। अमित शाह ने उनका पावर हाउस उड़ा दिया, बत्ती गुल कर दी है। इस वक्त ईडी ने रेड पर रेड मारी है और ऐसे बंदे को उठाया है डीएमके के who is known as money mover, who's known for money laundering, who's known to whitewash lot of cash. उस मुद्दे पे हमारे साथ गर्मा गर्म न्यूज है, वेरी हॉट एंड इट्स जस्ट बबलिंग आउट. वी हैव एस श्रीराम सर. एस श्रीराम सर is coming on our channel second time. He's a banker. He is a very keen social media observer, political analyst, and very keen political commentator. Thank you so much, sir, for joining. Ji, sir.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to join you again and your people who watch your channel as well. It's a pleasure to join you again.
जी सर, what has happened? What happened to senthil? अचानक से उधर लाइट उड़ी थी, इधर ईडी ने इनके पावर हाउस को उड़ा दिया because senthil is nothing less than power house for Stalin. Yes, sir.
No, see, this case has an history. This is basically a case in which he is being arrested now. Happened in 2015 when this gentleman was in another party called aiadmk. He was the then transport minister, and he had actually taken money. It's for cash for job scam, similar to that what happened in West Bengal, where the teacher appointment scam. So similar to that, this is for cash for job scam, where about 13-14 people whom he had taken money and not given job had gone to the court and said we were taken money and we were not given our jobs. That's the origin of this case. So thereafter, what happens with their own way of circumventing things, they go give back the money to the people whom they had taken money, to asking them to withdraw the case or asking them to go for a compromise suit, saying that yes, we had given money, but we have got back the money, so we are withdrawing the case. Now, High Court surprisingly agreed to this compromise, suit, and it quashed the case against him. But this is just because you have returned the money, you don't become a honest person. The logic is that you had actually taken money for promising them a job and you did not give them the job, but you gave back the money, doesn't make you correct. Now the Supreme Court, one of the person had gone to the Supreme Court and said proper examinations were not conducted for the conductors, the bus conductor's job and various other jobs in the transport department. Had there been a proper exam, I would have been selected. Supreme Court took a very harsh step or stand on the High Court of Madras and said, we are setting aside your order of quashing the compromise suit filed by Senthil Balaji, PA Mr. Shanmugam, and all of them, and says that investigation should be done on Mr. Senthil Balaji. Now, this again, Mr. Senthil Balaji and others are tried their best to stop this investigation, and they also go and file a writ petition against any investigation by ED on them. But all these have been quashed, and the Supreme Court had actually given a 60-day time period for Tamil Nadu government to investigate this on a corruption angle. Now the same gentleman is in this party, and one coincidence or one funny situation is the current chief minister, who was then the leader of opposition, had accused all these scams on this gentleman, who is currently the minister in his cabinet. He went to the governor, he said Mr. Senthil Balaji is corrupt number one. He said Mr. Senthil Balaji and his brother are looting Karur. He gave so many allegations, and the same allegations are investigated today. But just because this gentleman is now in his party, now he says it is a vendetta. He says it's a scary kind of an act by the central government to lock them and he says it's complete political vendetta, nothing. There's the same chief minister, then as a leader of the opposition, had complained all this. So they are in a way in a catch-22 situation. They can't go back on what the statements were. And now that is coming to bite them. So this is a very interesting stuff. And Mr. Senthil Balaji was today arrested early in the morning by the ED, because they have also found out a lot of money laundering and overseas investments accounts as well. So that is a serious charge, and it's a very serious offense. And Supreme Court is very, very keen. It said in the event of you not, the Supreme Court told the state government, if you all don't investigate this, we will form a special investigation team by ourselves to investigate the matter. So this is that serious. So there is no political vendetta here. So it's a clear case which befits a thorough investigation and inquiry. So it's quite interesting. There is a lot of drama. We found a minister who was healthy, who goes for a walk regularly, suddenly gets a heart pain during the course of his arrest, and today he is in the hospital. And surprisingly, doctors have come out and said there are 3 blocks that has found out. It's quite a tamasha that is going on. Let's see how it spans out, man.
Sir, I've heard that he's a very good actor. I've heard that from lot of places that he's a very good actor. He's good at faking stuff, and he's been the main man who has been moving around DMK's a lot of money, and known. I'm not claiming that he is, but he's known to be doing that thing for him. And while he was caught, he deliberately chose not to keep his pants on while he was arrested.
Exactly.
I mean, see, for a jogging every day in the morning, and then when the police comes, you are deliberately in order to pose for the pictures for the paparazzis. You're like, I've been arrested in such a way that I could not even wear my pants. Filmy styles, pura filmy style.
Absolutely, this is a pure drama. Which means they themselves knew that the game is getting nearer, so they have to make these kind of drama to say that we have been harassed, we have been tortured. All these kind of sympathy gaining is what is being tried, but people are not going to take that easily. So they all know that this is definitely going to happen, and the only logical thing to have happened, which has happened. Now the gentleman, when he got into the car, he was moving his leg by himself, he was pushing himself, and he's perfectly all right. Okay, maybe there could be a blood pressure that can probably shoot up by anxiety. All that is possible. So it is not that he was he was really sick and he's been tortured. Now normally any high profile arrests are only made late in the evenings to avoid a lot of other things. Even the chief ministers of Tamil Nadu, erstwhile former CMs in Tamil Nadu, have been arrested late night, early in the mornings. So there is nothing new. Even this government arrested a former minister of the ADMK recently. They arrested him at about 3 o'clock early in the morning, and they pulled him out. So these things are nothing new. This is how these things happen. So this is a pure self-sympathy drama that they tend to do. As you rightly mentioned, despite the fact this gentleman came from the opposition camp, from the AIADMK camp, he was given a two important crucial portfolios, which even the die-hard DMK senior ministers were not given, namely the electricity and the prohibition. So these are very, very important portfolios. These portfolios have not been given for ministers who have been in the party till the time they started, and they have been in the party for 50, 60 long years. They don't have such crucial portfolios. This gentleman who just moved away from ADMK a few years ago is being given this portfolio. So the importance and the reason is well known to people as to why it was given to him.
Sir, this is no. He had electricity department, the same electricity department that disconnected the air. That there was some issue with when Amit Shah landed on the airport, and there was no power. right?
Yeah, I mean it can be a coincidental, but it so happened that electricity, whether it was intentional or unintentional, we don't know. But the central government has
No,
asked for an
it is
inquiry.
purely coincidental, sir. I'm not saying, but देखिए ना, वो क्या बोलते हैं, भगवान का जब थप्पड़ चलता है तो बड़ी साइलेंटली चलता है देखिए ना.
Absolutely, no. Central
Coincidental.
government Now, central government has also asked for a report as to why that electricity got, was cut when the home minister was there. They have asked the chief secretary and the DGP to give them explanation. Now, yeah, as you rightly said, when you have the power to pull the power, someone else has more power to pull power from you as well. So destiny will strike you. Destiny will strike you very soon and very quickly. So this can be an example for that.
So coming to a very serious point, there are a lot of ministers of the DMK government after DMK files of Annamamalai who have been literally trying to hide, but ED has been conducting back-to-back investigations and raids, and couple of them are on radar. Yes, sir, and it includes the son-in-law of Stalin as well. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, there are quite a very you have their own former finance minister, Mr. PTR Parnivel Rajan, which is supposedly in an audio, which was supposedly that's what at least being alleged as to what sort of a corruption that's going on. In fact, in the TASMAC as well, the same then finance minister said there are irregularities in the TASMAC where there has been a revenue loss. The current cabinet, at least about 8-9 ministers are facing criminal cases against them. They are fighting cases on various other charges. Yes, there is a serious issue. There are multiple raids. There are quite a strong back end work that is going on this government. I think the days ahead you will find there are interesting stuff that can happen. Now that this is just a beginning, you will definitely see a lot of follow-up actions that is possible from EDs and income tax and others. Until recently, quite a few high-profile properties were taken over by ED. ED had actually freezed such assets. Now, had they been assets that were earned properly by the people, they would have obviously objected to ED as to why should they freeze my property. So none of these people in the recent past where ED has freezed crores and crores of worth properties had not gone against an appeal. So these are all well-known facts as to how things move, and ED does it very logically. And this is someone who said, "I am not worried about any raids," should actually face this bravely. So it's quite surprising as to why that kind of a drama is going on.
Yeah. Sir, Annamalai, right, just 2 days back, he announced that he's coming up with DMK Files Part 2. I wouldn't be surprised if this is DMK Files Part 2 already in motion, already in process. And the thing is that as soon as he was arrested, Balaji, as soon as he was arrested, his wife started and the entire DMK party started saying that they have tortured him. He's got to have a bypass surgery. इन्हीं का डॉक्टर बोल रहा है bypass surgery. हाँ, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट अभी तक पूरा मेडिकल एग्जामिनेशन हुआ नहीं है. They're still doing it. It's still in process because the arrest happened late night, so he's still in medical examination right now. So how do you see that? Yes,
see, state government doctors, obviously, I mean, you can't blame them. They'll have to do what is being told to them. In these kind of situations, I'm sure that there be a neutral panel of doctors that maybe from AIMS should come and verify the gentleman to check the person. And if there is a genuine, issue on his health, obviously one should take care. But always going by the state government's doctors, you really can't rely on their report. It's better that another panel, check on the minister's health, and if all seems to be okay, then they can proceed. Or if there is a medical attention needed, obviously that medical attention should be given to the person. Is what is my opinion.
Sir, definitely what you're saying is right, but there is something very important coming. Stalin is accusing BJP of instigating and intimidating, and at the same time, he's warning BJP as the DMK meeting is going on right now, and he went and met Stalin. He went and met Balaji in a hospital. So it seems the Tamil Nadu politics is getting heated up. So would you like to add any other point before we wind up?
No, it's going to be as you rightly said. In fact, in this case, yesterday, for whatever Mr. Annamalai had given that interview in the Times of India, where he had said the state is more a corrupted state. The case where this Mr. Senthil Balaji is today arrested is from the previous ADMK government's case as well. So what Mr. Annamalai has been saying, that corruption in Tamil Nadu is rampant, is again proved here. So this is nothing to do with the current government. That's another set of story. But what this gentleman is being today questioned or arrested for is on the scam that was supposedly done in the previous ADMK government. So net, both the governments have a lot of questions to answer, and they have a lot of accountability to the people of Tamil Nadu and to the people of India as well, is what is my thought.
DMK is known for intimidating any kind of party that comes to Tamil Nadu. It takes Tamil Nadu as its own forte, as its own killer that nobody can enter, as its own, what do you say? Hamara area hai. So it takes it like that. Yeah, the only fight that ever happens is between AIA, DMK, and after Jayalalitha gone, DMK treats Tamil Nadu as their own property. Hire and fire, misbehavior, taking the police for a ride, controlling the police as they want. We have already seen how Annamalai unearthed a big terrorist module right operating under their nose. So the way DMK has been handling Tamil Nadu with not much growth, the kind of north-south divide he's trying to create, the way he's moving on, it seems DMK doesn't like anybody coming to Tamil Nadu. With Amit Shah coming, I think it triggered some points, and the way they disconnect. I mean, electricity disconnect करके क्या कर लोगे? He's coming with his own forte of, he's coming with his own troop. He's coming with his own security. He will not take a, what do you say, risk, because he knows the land he's landing in. So he will not take a risk. But DMK wanted to send a message to Amit Shah, and coincidentally, a message has been sent today to him.
No, BJP is not a party that's going to take it lying low. If DMK thinks they can intimidate BJP, they see they are in for surprises. I'm sure, not just surprise, they'll be told what is to be done. We have seen that in West Bengal. We have seen what's happening in Kerala. BJP is fighting the very, very difficult terrain in India today is Kerala. They have lost so many karyakartas, yet they fight there. So intimidating BJP is not going to yield anything. I think the roads are going to be tough. DMK will be exposed by BJP, and that is where Mr. Annamalai is really is going to be a huge pain on their, for them. So intimidation, yes, they will try, but that's not going to work.
Yeah, that's not going to work. And with Annamalai as an ex-IPS, trust me, I mean, though I'm a critical of bureaucracy, but the people who are in bureaucracy don't know the finer points, where you have to look for evidences, how you have to take out evidences, and a lot of other details that the IPS people know and the bureaucratic people know.
That is the reason why Tamil Nadu has a former IPS as a governor as well. Mr. R.N. Ravi is a former NSA, deputy NSA, is a Kerala cadre IPS. And Mr. Annamalai is a Karnataka cadre IPS. So BJP do know the critical part of Tamil Nadu is how important to the nation and how dangerous that the state can slip into. That is the reason why they brought in a governor who is also an ex-IPS officer, and they brought in an ex-IPS officer as a party president. So Mr. Modi and Amit Shah ji also knows how to handle people.
I'll add in one more person here. That is Samir Wankhate.
Exactly.
The Narcotics Bureau, because I've done shows previously that the trio are actually, are actually trying to take care of what DMK is trying to do. It is being said, so they know where to handle and how to handle. And with DMK files too coming, I'm sure DMK should be ready for more attacks from them.
They are no match to Prime Minister and Amit Shah ji, so they know how to handle.
Thank you so much, sir, for joining. It's always a pleasure to have you. जाने से पहले सभी viewers से request है, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the alternate media. If you want to contribute, you want to send a feedback, you want to get in touch, all the links are given in the description box. इसी के साथ जय हिंद, जय श्री राम, हर हर महादेव. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.